Welcome back to the channel and welcome to our RV. Angela, get everybody up to date. Why are we in an RV? What's our current story? In case they don't know.
Well, we have moved out of our single-wide mobile home and we have gotten a new manufactured home put in place. But while they are getting it ready for us to move in, we have to live in the camper for the meantime.
The old nomad life. It's not a van down by the river, but it's not a far cry. So in today's video, what we want to do is bring you guys along for some organization and stress reducing solutions for our life here in the RV.
Most everything that you're going to see in this video has been 3D printed. It is something that you can do at home and you don't have to run out to the store to get this or wait for Amazon to deliver it. It's something that you can take a couple of hours, maybe a day for something really big, and make yourself.
But wait a second, doesn't 3D printing take a lot of technical skills, a nice big computer system, and other stuff?
Actually, all it takes is a cell phone. We've printed everything you've seen off of a cell phone, no computers required.
That's right, a piece of cake. We'll talk more about that later. For now, let's jump into getting this camper a little more organized.
Let's go.
I don't know about you guys, but one of the banes of my existence in the RV, whether we're camping or living in it like we are now, are shoes. Anytime we come in, we always take our shoes off to keep the camper as clean as possible. But with 4 people, and the assortment of shoes that we all, I guess, need, that really piles up fast. So what we did was go into the storage building and get the shoe rack, which has previously just lived in our home. And thankfully, when I measured it, it fit in the RV in a pretty good spot. This is not a spot that it would live permanently because the chair that is in front of it needs to bolt to the floor so it's safe to ride in while you're going down the road. But for us in this stationary setup, this is a good solution. It gives us plenty of storage for a lot of shoes, plus a little surface on top for us to inevitably junk up, I'm sure. But at least for now, it looks pretty good.
The original clock in the camper never worked. So we really needed one in here because we always look towards that area to see what time it is. Well, we wanted to print a new one and we printed this one. We love Simon's cat. We also love cats. We have several. So we figured this would be a nice addition and a cute little upgrade to the old one. This came together as a kit that Sam put together and it works really well.
So this clock does have an option where you can mount it with a screw, but it's a little bit off kilter. So what we're going to do is use a little command strip to adhere it to the wall. Hopefully it'll hold it. If not, we can address it later. But for now, it should be good enough, especially while the RV is not in motion. All right, Angela, tell me if it's straight or not. Are we going straight? Are we going by the numbers or are we going by the cat?
The numbers.
Here at the front door, we have another area that needs a little more help or organization, and that's in the form of where we store the keys. So right now, while we're living in the RV, we have our vehicle keys in here, which are 3 vehicles, but then we have the RV key sets as well. And I say sets because I'm kind of one of those people where if we're out on vacation, there's going to be like 5 different sets to get in and out of this thing to start it and make sure we get home. Right now, there's only 2 command hooks holding these things up, and they look a little bit To replace the 2 white command hooks, I printed this. It is a 6-hook key holder with a little shelf. And I printed it in brown so that it matches the cabinetry a little bit better and doesn't stick out as much of a sore thumb. Tom Thrum. I'm going to be attaching this with command strips, but first I need to get the old white hooks off. I always hate removing these because it's like you're pulling a rubber band, and when it releases, guess what it's going to hit? Right there in the fingers. I think this is why Angela's having me do this. Oh no. And just like that, we have a place for all of our keys. They're no longer stacking up on multiple loops here, especially that big one right there. That's the main key set for the RV. It looks like a janitor's key set. But now we are much more stylish in this area. So that key shelf looks a lot better, at least in my opinion, right? I think you like it too. It's much better than those two white hooks. And if nothing else, we can now have access to all the stuff we want to hang there. Another area that I'm bad to accumulate things with, this guy was printed to solve that problem. Any ideas what this is? It's a little different, right? Weird. Interesting. What could it be? Let me stick it up here in place, give you a second to think about it, and then I'll show you what this is for. Push. All right, guys. So it's up there. Any guesses? Time's up. This is a glasses holder. Whether it be for sunglasses like this or knockoff pit vipers like these. By the way, these are Angela's, not mine. This thing is really cool for you just putting one of the, what is that, an earpiece? Is that what they call it? Right up there. Holds it perfect out of the way. They won't fly up there going down the road. And it looks pretty cool too. Here in the RV, there's not really been a great place to put your drink if you're sitting here on the couch. And considering this whole thing needs to fold up for whenever we travel, you can't really like add a table beside the couch. Thankfully, I was able to find a pretty cool file to print off of Maker World that was a wall-mounted cup holder with the cutout for a handle for a mug, but also with a slot to put your phone, and then I guess a pin in the other area as well. That was really cool. This thing was easy to install with just a couple of screws right here at the wall, and it now works for holding bottles of water, drinks, coffee cups, and your phone as well. Whether we are here in stationary mode for living in the RV, or when we're riding down the road, when we're going camping or traveling, that little guy is going to work great. Also, the amount of cost to print this cup holder as far as the filament for the printer was nothing compared to how much a wall-mounted RV or camper cup holder costs if you buy it somewhere. Now let's talk about the video sponsor for today, which is Bambu Lab. I've brought you guys into my workshop for this because in case you do not know about this whole world, a different channel that I run, what you see over my shoulder are almost 40 3D printers, all of which are Bambu Lab printers that I've bought myself. I say all of this to let you know that what I'm about to say is not a song and dance, but it is the truth because we have spent our money together to build a business that is built on Bambu Lab, and so what we are about to share as far as the pros of Bambu Lab are 100% honest. So for this video, Bambu Lab sent over their brand new P2S 3D printer. The P series printers have been out for several years under the P1 label, but recently have been upgraded under the P2. Their prices are about middle of the road, but their features are of the pro side on the Bambu Lab spectrum. In case you don't know, Bambu Lab offers 3D printers ranging from around $200 up to $2,000, depending upon your needs, your skill set, your budget, and what you want to do with 3D printing. They are one of the only companies that offer a true plug-and-play full ecosystem, not just with the machine that works, but the software that works as well. And in this video, all the models that we just downloaded and printed, we really just downloaded and printed from Bambu Lab's Maker World website. For the consumer, their Maker World website is what takes this machine from a tech toy and turns it into a home-based vending machine, to be honest. You're able to go on there, whether it be on your computer, your tablet, your phone, whatever, search for anything you want, scroll through all the models that other people have made and published, click and print for free. You can't beat that. There are other 3D print websites out there that can do similar things, but Bambu has fully integrated them together to make it super easy for the consumer. Some notable features about the P2S 3D printer, which are upgrades from the P1S or other models, is that it includes a 5-inch LCD touchscreen right on the front of the machine, which means that you don't have to have a computer right here to get to more advanced settings and features, to load files, to see what's there. It is all right there on the screen, which makes the user interface and the usability so much more approachable. Another upgrade is that the AMS unit, the automatic material system that's on top of the printer, that kind of box with all the filament that goes in it, is also upgraded. This is the AMS2 Pro. It includes automatic heating and drying of filament, which is very important for 3D filament. It has to be dry, otherwise you get printing issues. It also handles color swaps, changes, and automatic refills. If you have a couple of rolls up there of the same color and same type, you run out of one, the machine automatically refills and pulls in the next and keeps on going. This is great because it allows you to get every single bit of your filament into a printed object with minimal waste. Like I've said multiple times, I am a customer of Bambu Lab. I have bought filament, printers, everything from them for about 1.5 years solid now for a business, and they've never let me down. So I know if you choose to go down this road, you'll be in good hands with Bambu Lab. This completes the advertised segment. Hopefully you stuck around, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. It's okay. If you cared, you did. If not, it's cool. Let's get back to the RV and finish out getting some organization stuff to get ourselves a little more sanity in there.
One thing this camper is lacking is counter space, especially for your spices. They kind of get lost in and amongst everything, or there's just not enough room. So enter the spice rack. We were able to make it a nice bronze color so it matches the decor in here really well, and we found a really good place to put it. So this is how it works. Said spice slides down in the hole. I don't cook with very much spice. I like things a little bland, but Sam likes his spices, so this is mainly for him. And it'll be good for driving down the road. Nothing will fall out, and it'll all be secure.
All right, so where we're going to put this is to the left of our stove, but there's mirrored tiles, so this might be messing with you a little bit. But we got command strips on the back. I'll go ahead and peel those off. We decided to do 4 little ones, and these are not the Velcro style. We wanted something that was pretty low profile so it doesn't stick out too far from the wall, and also nothing that could jostle and come down on the road. So permanent strips, well, I guess it's not permanent, it's command, but whatever, you get the gist. All right, so that's approximately what we're going to do, but I need to make sure I have enough clearance up here for any kind of splices to drop in and out, and then who knows, maybe more clearance down below in case I want to really junk it up later. To try and help me get this as level as possible, I'm going to use the salt and pepper shaker that we have as a spacer block, about right there, and press it and hold it in place. And now it's just as easy as dropping the spices into the holders, and we are good to go with a little bit of room to grow. That's nice. 2 more. So I've got cayenne pepper, Old Bay seasoning, salt, pepper. I definitely want to add in probably garlic powder and maybe onion powder. We'll see.
So another area that we need some help in is with our coffee cups. Right now we're using a lot of disposable stuff, and when we're on the go, we are the same way. But it's kind of unsightly to see the bag of these just stacked up on the counter, and it just makes it seem more cluttered. So we found this really awesome container that holds your cups and your lids, and I have to say it turned out really cute. This is a gradient filament that goes kind of from orange to like a hot pink type look, and I think it looks really good.
Hey, load it up.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Well, guys, the time has come that we need to address the elephant in the room. Here is the elephant. This is for the sink. It has a little drain right here, so when you put in your wet sponges or cleaning implements, it'll drain out and into your sink and not on your countertop. I really need something like this because my sponge keeps getting lost in the sink. It gets underneath everything and gets nasty, and I just don't have a good place to put it. So this is what we printed off in a beautiful turquoise color. I don't know how you would describe it, teal, turquoise. And it will brighten up the area and help me find my sponge. We have a wire shelf that we measured and put in this place for pantry space. It is not for when we're on the go because it obviously couldn't fit with the slides in and stuff. But we got this for our pantry space while we're staying put. And it's getting really cluttered and things keep falling and there's not space for the little things that keep falling through. So Sam found these awesome little bins. And what I love with this one is the filament is a marble filament. So it has like a little speckled look. And I really like that. It's something neat and different. But these are little stackable bins that we are going to use to tidy up our pantry area just a bit. What a difference some little bins can make and how uncluttered this pantry space looks now. I think I might need some more though, maybe some bigger ones or smaller ones. I'll have to check Maker World and see what they have.
I have one more of these bins that I'm going to sneak and not tell Angela that I've got because I need something like this for some storage of stuff up here in the little corner of the RV, which is my temporary office for now. Well, this little tote works great for me to store all the various bits and bobbins and stuff that previously just lived here on the dash of the RV. It's not super organized, but at least this is a lot more portable and easy to move around than what I previously had. This is also a little tour of my desk, I guess you could say. I got the tour box. This is an editing keyboard or a specialized hotkey keyboard. My external hard drive, the computer, mouse, and then over here to the right is actually a little LED desk lamp that I also printed. This is a kit that you can buy the LED light from Maker World or from Bambu Lab, and then you print out everything else and put it together. It sits pretty well right here, but I'll also add in some footage this evening whenever it's darker, so you actually see the real reason that I wanted this and put it right here.
We don't have a whole lot of space to put clothes in here, and while we're staying put, we need extra room. And the closets, I don't hang up a lot of stuff, but fold it and put it in like a drawer or something. But the drawers are full, so I got this handy little organizer to hang up in the closet and make little shelves so we can put our shirts and pants and stuff like that on. And just like that, we've turned a useless closet into something that we can really put our clothes in and make the most of the space.
Well, here we are. Look how organized we are and how much more peace we have in this place, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah, actually, seriously. My number one favorite upgrade or fix was that shoe shelf. You can attest to my anger towards shoes just being everywhere.
They clutter quite a bit.
They do, and they seem to replicate and just walk on their own to be right underneath your feet all the time. What was one of your favorite things that got addressed today?
Probably the coffee cups. I think that coffee cup holder is really cute. I don't know, because the elephant's really cute too. Talking about the elephant in the room.
You could just say kitchen.
Yeah, all the kitchen stuff just made it that much better.
It was really cool to see what was out there. It's simple as just searching terms. I was surprised to find one that was made specifically for the Dixie cups that we use for the coffee cups. That was cool. And then the elephant, yeah, it is pretty cool. I don't know, it's quirky. It's neat.
It is.
I guess I tend to be more one of those form or function type people over something cool like that. So I'm glad that you picked something interesting and fun because I probably would not have. So kudos to you.
Thanks. Another benefit of the shoe shelf that has arisen is we have a miniature Christmas tree. It's a live one that's been potted that we got. So we have a little bit of Christmas decor for this Christmas season, mainly for our boys. And it fits on the shoe shelf perfectly. And so we can have a little lit up tree and enjoy the time.
Right. And it also gets the tree off of the dash up front, kind of close to the corner where I work, so that it's more room for me and it's actually a lower risk of me knocking it over, because that is a true danger, I guess, but not anymore.
Well, guys, thanks for coming along as we organized a bit in the camper with our 3D printer. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you are interested in the Bambu printer, there will be links below for it. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.